Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain. I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. It's Wednesday the 15th of January and more court papers have been filed with the court case that is promising to be the case of the century. My God, that's a big claim, isn't it? It's surprising that the Daily Mail haven't settled yet, which means they must be pretty confident in going into this court case. Now, it's all about Markle's estranged father, who is actually expected to be called as a witness for the defence. We all know how it transpired. There was the People magazine of these so-called 5 friends that bleated on about how wonderful Meghan was and that she had, in fact, tried to contact her father, and that then brought Thomas out the woodwork, and he let the Daily Mail have a private letter and they published it. Now, Meghan states in her defence that this is a breach of her privacy, whereas the Mail say that because she is of public interest, so was the letter. It gets slightly tricky because the Daily Mail printing the letter wasn't the first instance of this said letter being in the media. Yes, details weren't actually released in People magazine, but its existence was referred to in this magazine article where her friends basically said how wonderful she was, and it's all completely false what people are saying about her. Now, if this does go to court, could see Thomas Markle against his daughter on opposite sides. Now, apparently, he has given the Mail various unseen text messages sent in the build-up to Meghan and Harry's wedding that reveal the breakdown of the relationship between the father and the daughter. Some of the messages were detailed yesterday in defence papers filed at the High Court in London. They say that after Mr. Markle messaged his daughter saying that he couldn't come to the wedding because he had been told not to fly on health grounds, he received a text that appeared to be from Prince Harry. These text messages accused him of causing hurt to his daughter and did not ask about his health. It left Mr. Markle deeply hurt, apparently. In return, Mr. Markle wrote, "I've done nothing to hurt you, Meghan, or anyone else. I'm sorry my heart attack is an inconvenience for you." Now, the defence for the Mail said Thomas Markle only released Meghan's letter to the world to show it was not the loving plea her friends had been making out in People magazine. He had kept her handwritten note private for months and only revealed it to expose false claims that the Duchess had been reaching out to repair their relationship. He only decided to release extracts of the letter to the press after she'd allowed her friends to talk about it first in the US People magazine. That one of Meghan's best friends, Jessica Mulrooney, once intervened to try and fix a favourable press article for the Duchess. Mr. Markle had insisted he made multiple attempts to contact his daughter by phone call and by text message, but received no response. That, apart from the August 2018 letter, Mr. Markle had not heard from his daughter since he told her he was too ill to attend her wedding. He's never been introduced to her husband, Prince Harry, nor met his 8-month-old grandson. One thing's for sure, this is going to be a doozy of a court case. Will it make Meghan come back to the UK? She has to if she wants to continue with this court case. You can't do it by Skype. It's interesting because there must be a lot more dirt with regards to this. Does she really want that in the public domain? Because ultimately that's what's going to happen. There's going to be private text messages, private letters, everything is up for grabs. Could this be the tonic that she gets to take her medicine to make people realise exactly the sort of person that she is? Will the world be exposed to her Markling ways? Or, as I suspect, will she just take it on the chin as if nothing is affecting her and go on as normal because she's so important? Or she thinks she's so important. Most narcissists do. One of the very early red flags in this relationship was Harry not meeting Thomas Markle. I find that pretty strange to not want to meet the father of your wife-to-be. It's bizarre, isn't it? I tend to think that she played him hook, line and sinker and said that he was the vilest man around, and that then puffed Harry up, got him all riled up, and his back was up from the get-go. She's really played him like a kipper, hasn't she? I've never understood how you can just cut somebody out of your life like that. That's not the type of person I am. Maybe for her, it's just normal. We've seen that in the past. She has previous. And that, again, is what narcissists do. Once they've used you for all that they can, you are cut off and your head is spinning and not knowing what happened. But by filing this lawsuit, it basically means that everything is game on. It's all going to come out in the wash, isn't it? She's acting like the victim when in fact she isn't one, and I think this is going to be her comeuppance. I really hope this goes to court because I think the world will see then exactly the type of person she is. Will you be following avidly like I am? Do you think it will go to court, or do you think that it will be dropped now she's got what she wants? It seems to me that Meghan and Harry are on this crusade to teach the press a lesson. That is evidently clear in their manifesto website, where they're cutting off the press and only going through people that they have chosen. That's not freedom of speech, and it's undemocratic. That is controlling the media that you want to put out there. Clever move, but it will bite you on the bum soon enough. To cut out the media will then get their backs up. That will make them dig even harder into your background and find those juicy skeletons that are lurking there. Because let's face it, she's nearly 40. She's actually 42. And there will be people out there that are not talking at the moment. But one thing is for sure, they will at some point. Money is the object and they will be flushed out. By controlling what they want to be put out in their media, it just gets the media's back up and want to hunt even harder. So more and more negative stories will keep coming out. It's a catch-22. I think they've made a huge mistake in filing this lawsuit, and the Daily Mail would seem to have a pretty strong case. Otherwise, they would have settled by now. That is how it goes. It's the precedent. If they don't have a strong case, they back down. But the fact that this is actually going to court and more documents have been filed shows you that they're pretty confident. I cannot wait for this. I really can't. Justice will be served. Will you be watching? What do you think will happen? As always, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. Thank you to everyone that has donated to my channel. I'm overwhelmed with your generosity and kindness. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.